This is General Blasto, and I'm sitting at my desk thinking about Grandma Elsie. Grandma, you jumped in the punch bowl and swam around until we put your name on your forehead with a rubber stamp. Therefore, the honor guard of the party will be honoring you, Grandma. Grandma, the party is next month, and we won't be paying for your ticket to get out here. You will, and of course, pay for this phone call. Thank you.
Sounds good. Hello? All right.
Captain Crunch says, when you're sitting on the deck of the ship, the best thing to do is to saw off your leg in protest. Yes, Popeye, up on the crow's nest, poking his eyes out with a silver spoon. Yes, looking down on Captain Crunch, who is busy sawing off his leg. Well, Captain, your captain, and the captain of the ship. The parrot is sitting at the window. The parrot is stuffed. It has eaten the rest of the captain's hat, while the captain was busy sawing off his leg for you. Well, down in the galley, the pirates are having a heyday. Yes, they're eating hay, and they're lighting a match to find out who stole the glue. And when the glue runs up your nose backwards, you know it's time to run across the deck and do whatever you have to do to make things right. 2 minutes to go. Well, so here I am at work. I put up a ceiling tile, and it was hard work breathing in molecules of insulation. That brings upon the new year. The new year, 1987, was a big year, a year for burning bridges on your way to your new job. Yes, your number will be 512. And don't forget that your old phone was disconnected 3 weeks ago at your own request. So don't get angry. Get even. Get the lead out. Saw off your hand. Saw off your head. But if you saw off your head, please leave a note so that we will rescue the remains and bring it to the regeneration factory aboard the Enterprise. Yes, Data will be at the console, and he'll be regenerating his own... Well, we can't say it on TV, but Data is fully functional, and if he cuts it off, well, no big deal. Data Woman will be filling in for Data. Data Woman, who has 10,000 bits of information in each breast. One breast falls on the floor. There's still enough information in the other to remedy the situation. And now I will go into warp speed. Yes, the warp speed factory. Well, I guess that's about it. And don't forget that heyday is just around the corner. I'm smoking a cigarette, even though the New Year's resolution has gone flat. Well, maybe I will next year, or maybe this summer. Toronto on the horizon. Well, what do you say? If it isn't the floodlight, then it must be the gaslight that keeps Mom awake at night. Turn off the gaslight. It makes a buzzing noise that keeps the bees busy and keeps the hornets away.
The hornet is coming down, landing on your arm. This is the Mad Hatter, putting on my hat, machine gun hat. Walk into the room. The machine gun turns everyone down, turns them down flat. The machine gun brought to the room to the general's party. Room 303 will be full of bullet holes. And then there will be bullets left over from the candy bowl. We'll be filling the candy dish with bullets.
A scientist's daily routine consists of creating strange new formulas to try out on society. Here comes a new formula now. It's called the Formula 14. Alias Formula 13, but they didn't think the name was good enough. Besides, 13 is bad luck. If you have 13 in your phone number, you may not wish to take this test. The test is now. Preventive maintenance treatment. Add 2 ounces of iodine to 1 ounce of neutronium, and then you will reach out for the world in a new freezing way. Yes, your fingertips will be frozen ice bolts coming down from the sky. Well, ice cubes are better than blocks of gasoline that are on fire, like the Styx album, and also Caught in the Act may not be the best thing you can see. Also, if you take your lunch special today, you will be trying our grocer's freezer special today. Roto-Rooter will clean out your stomach and leave you fresh and clean. And this is a very long message, so I'll read a novel for you. Let's see, what do we have here? Sisterhood betrayed at the office. Even Sigourney Weaver is appalled by the villain she plays in Working Girl, Catherine, the boss from hell, who pretends to be her mentor or secretary while stealing her megabucks idea. When I saw the film the other night, Catherine was so awful I couldn't root for her. Weaver says I felt remorse. Directed by Mike Nichols. The film is a comic treatment directed by Mike Nichols. The film is a comic treatment directed by Mike Nichols of women who torpedo other women on the way to the top. Tess, the upwardly mobile Cinderella secretary, played by Melanie Griffith, is speared by her boss. But Tess makes Melanie Griffith is speared by her boss. But Tess takes revenge by helping Catherine do it herself in. The theme is appeal. Working Girl has already number 4 at the box office. Its opening weekend. Her part as Weaver is a juicy parody of sisterhood. The relationship between two women in some ways touching and in other ways terrible. What Catherine does to Tess, who is trusting, is just hideous. Call it corporate comedy, but the movie is stoking fears in real life. Sisterhood dies at the office door. The threat of concern. The threat of fuel. Burning at the door. And the front of the woman will be x-rayed so you can see everything. Well, that's all we got for tonight. I'll be back to you as soon as you're home. Give me a page, or give me a page and say, all right, and I will come back to you and talk to you. And this is a very long message. How many hours can I talk? Well, let's go into some other things. Well, forget it. I know you're probably bored to death by that. But, who knows? And now my corporate sound. Remember what Grandpa says, smoking can kill you. And don't forget to take a shit 3 times a day to alleviate the pain. And don't forget that Grandpa will be wearing his stone wig. Remember the statue at the park? It was a stone statue with the look of the general on its face. Well, remember the bird that came and took a bite out of that statue? Well, took a bite out of the statue's face and named it after the birds who were pretending not to have cancer and pretending that everything is okay when they know that the trees and the leaves are falling to the ground in numbers. Ho, ho, ho. Well, away I go. 2 tons of blood and flesh in each leg, and I'm walking up the steps now. Santa's Tribulations will be heard in the next week's episode. And I remember Santa Claus sitting there in his chair, stuck in his chair. His fault prevented him from leaving the chair. Grandma's chair coming to visit from upstairs, slamming into Grandpa's chair, which was really Grandpa's chair with a beard, meaning Santa Claus. Santa Claus took a sip of his soup, turned green, yellow, orange, black, and then he turned back white again, and then his face turned red and exploded into the mirror. Well, Santa wiped his face and went into the laundry room, where he climbed inside a clothes dryer that was named after him. Santa. And so the elves sat in front of the dryer as if they were watching TV and watching Santa's face going around and round. Now, the Ronald Reagan cardboard cutout show. Well, Nancy, I'm glad that I'm on the show, and I'm glad that you're a cardboard cutout.
Can a cardboard cutout drive a car? We'll see. Here's one on 35W going into Lincoln Tunnel.
This is Kennedy. Hello, people. Oswald. It was Oswald.
Yes, Oswald was listening in, and he had his rifle pointed at Connolly, but Kennedy looked instead, turned around, and looked in the yellow pages for his brain. Oh, the mad scientist that couldn't count past 7. Well, the mad scientist has been counting his brain cells and counting the prison cells that he has helped to contribute to. Yes, the governor will be looking out the window. He'll be looking at the ground. He'll see a steam coat, and the coat will be steaming. Yes, the coat will be on the electric coat rack in the courtyard, and the prisoners will line up at the windows, and they'll pick their noses, sneeze, cough, and probably spit on the giraffe that's marching across the courtyard. Don't forget the giraffe has a conscience too, and he needs to have food and a place to sleep. Yes, the coat rack, covered with coats, and the eye that looks at you no matter where you're standing in the room. Look out, here comes the giraffe now.
I am the wind. Well, it seems that you're not home. And if you were home, you would answer my questions now. Maybe when you get back, we will play the pipes together. Methuselah, Odysseus, Bangladesh, and a few other names, Captain Kirk. We'll be waiting for your answer, Captain. Welcome to Olympus, Captain Kirk.
The world weighs on my shoulders, but what am I to do? Do you know how that rabbit feels, spinning under your spinning wheels? Do you know how Apollo felt as he was changed into a giant statue and then disappeared? What were the last thoughts of his mind? Do you mind if I go into some thoughts about Apollo?
Yes. We are now at the final stage where we investigate Vader's transmission. It seems that Vader is a child without any toys. Giving the Enterprise to Vader would be a thoughtful gift, and a gift that would serve Vader as well as Apollo, Trelane, and Archons alike. I know that you are still not there, because if you were there, you would still intercept this transmission and reply. But I must tell you now that it'll only be 5 minutes before I discontinue this communication. However, I will not continue it more than another 30 seconds for your delight. The delight of Vader will be yours, if you respond. You're not home, so the response is not what you need.
It's time for some country time lemonade. Why are you laughing or drowning in it?
So you were out looking for spent Halloween candy that the children dropped as they were going through the neighborhood. Good choice, because you can deduct this candy that you find on the sidewalks as a tax deduction.
Your answering machine has been on for days and I can't get a hold of you. Well, I'll try to get a hold of you later on. Leave a message telling you what your status is and your update is. Thank you.
Oh, this is Santa, and I'm in my sled heading for the North Pole. The snow is melting, and I should be home in days. So listen to my voice when I stand up to salute.
And now, a message from the Surgeon General. Don't smoke any more cigarettes. You remembered what to do. You knew where to go. What you learned since these
Look out there and smoke. Smoke those cigarettes. Smoke those cigarettes and cough. Cough loud for the doctor. Surgeon General. You know him best. And now he's flying away. By himself, no machine. Here he goes. Whoa! Whoa! Been a message from the Surgeon General. Serving you and serving mankind. Goodbye.
It seems the train is leaving. Make sure that you have your ticket punched. Goodbye.
This is the U.S. government calling about your skin toasting operation. We want to know if you would really pay for this and if you... This message is brought to you by the U.S. government.
California Wildlife Federation Association. Seems that the geese, ducks, all taken refuge in the camping lodges around Dearborn Lake. It is understood that these ducks and geese will be using the picnic ground, using the outhouses and things that only they know about in their minds. I'm opening a Stewart sandwich now, and I'd like you all to turn around, turn your backs, so I can eat my sandwich by myself. Thank you.
Remember that dog that pissed on your carpet? That you have such a dog outside. The dog will walk up and down the block, guarding your neighborhood at night, and then it will take a break, take a shit, take a shower, take shore leave, and then come back. There, you will give it cornmeal, hamburger, and shredded pieces of Swiss bread.
I'll have a cigarette.
Humans, Saskatchewans, are available at the meat counter. Chinese food. Good Chinese food at good Chinese prices. Elk River will be carrying a new slogan where we carry out our food. Human, Saskatchewan, served at the counter. Human lunch buffet daily. Villians come in after 7. Most major credit cards from most of the richer planets in our solar system will be accepted. Satisfaction guaranteed.
This is Ira Graves, and I deny any involvement of taking over Commander Data's body. I was once ready to die, at the diagnosis of a medical falcon. And then I learned that Commander Data, which was my grandson, gave up his consciousness so that I may live for a little while longer. I deny all these allegations. Data is dead. Data is not alive. Therefore, Ira Graves must live.
Commander Graves, you will take Data's position at the helm. Make it must get out of Commander Data's body now. Make it so.
Aye, sir. But your interest in Kareem is much different than you will lead us to believe, Captain. You can't kill me, Captain. I'm stronger than you.
Data, you're dismissed.
I'm stronger than you.
You smell bad, too.
Are you talking backwards, Lord Vader? Let me listen. Thank you, Lord Vader.
What is a good way for insects to live better in the wintertime when they're not doing much? Well, the insect's digestive system is welcoming the following ingredients to keep an insect healthy in the winter. A non-acid, non-caustic formula will ensure that the insect will keep its wits about itself. And also, live bacteria that attacks odors at the insect's rear will be reinforced. So don't forget that the United States has 45 more days to strengthen its insect population. Otherwise, odor and bacteria might invite other insects. Goodbye.
What do you get when you cross a gun that fires forever with the Detroit Police Department and the future?
2 question marks in each eye.
Wait for an important message. I thank you much.
The best way to put an end to crank phone calls is to hang up immediately and dial again. If you persist in your activities of calling, we will call your service representative in difficult cases. We will work with the customer and authorities to catch these offenders. Threatening calls should be reported immediately to the phone company. Worry, saver, tip, annoyance calls. The best way to put an end to crank, prank, obscene, and other annoying phone calls is to hang up immediately and call your local preacher at the local bar association at Nielsen's Truck Company on 63rd Avenue North and South.
So, catch 94 on the way home. Take it easy, Bob. See you later. Dick Tracy, nerves of steel, teeth of steel, brain of stone, flying around in that trash can machine. He'll be flying through the alleys. He'll be looking for other trash cans that he can renovate and make into smaller apartments. Dick Tracy, brain of stone. You're falling into the street. Just think of it. General Mills is shifting advertising responsibility to the several Betty Crocker products from the Campbell Mitchum Company. Minneapolis to DDB, Needham, Chicago, a move that would cause layoffs at Campbell Mitchum. Craig Schulstead, Director of Media and Financial Relations for General Mills, said Thursday the shift will take effect June 1st. It will be consolidate all in advertising for Betty Crocker mixes by shifting suddenly salad and potato mix products from Campbell Mitchum SD. The Minneapolis agency will continue to handle oatmeal raisin crisp, oatmeal twirlers, cinnamon toast crunch, Nature Valley granola, and Nature Valley granola bars, and Pop Secret microwave popcorn. Schulstead said that the shifted billings represent a minor share of his total business with Campbell Mitchum, but he and his agency declined to disclose specific billings. He declined to say whether the change represents dissatisfaction with Campbell Mitchum's handling of the brands. The Golden Valley-based company uses at least 6 of its agencies and spent $436 million on advertising in 1988. General Mills has worked with Campbell Mitchum for 20 years, and DDB Needham for 27 years. Keep going, guys. Make sure you put the wrappers around the packages so they don't dry out by the time they get to our dinner plate. So we'll talk to you soon. This has been the Minneapolis Star-Tribune
newspaper man. Ah.
Anything can be ordered from Nicollet Man bar menu. First thing is the Fred. No, not the Fred. It's the fried red onion rings. Don't forget to order some for $2.50. Followed by Rich's hot wings from hell or nuclear. It's up to you. Basket of garlic bruschetta, pesto and tapenade. Well, you don't want any of that. Neither that or the grilled shrimp, basket of shoestring potatoes, homemade ketchup, or the half-pounded peel and eat shrimp. What you may be interested in for a little more money is the classic hamburger with shoestring potatoes. Only $6.95. Today we're at my special, $6.25. Grilled chicken and caramelized onions on porchetta bread. And Minnesota meatloaf sandwich with homemade soup. No, it's homemade ketchup. Only $7.95. Today is a special, $5.75. Grilled steak sandwich and red onion hot rings. Can't believe how hot those are. They're so hot that you'll be trailing a trailer all the way home. Roasted barbecue pork loin sandwich, only $5.75. Don't forget when you order the roasted barbecued pork loin sandwich, you also get the richest hot wings from hell or nuclear. You like your pork nuked, or do you like it from hell? It's up to you. And finally on our menu is a grilled turkey and porchetta sandwich on oatmeal bread. Only $7.75. We cannot justify this price, but who knows? Well, that's it from Nicollet Island Inn. And when you stop into our bar, be sure to order some of these items. And be sure to specify hell or nuclear. Well, we'll talk to you later.
Well, have an electronic Easter from the Easter magnet. Magnetic forces say that the clocks must be set ahead 1 hour, while the rest of us fall behind and fall off the planet. What does Kodos and the Easter Bunny have in common? They both were at Lakehurst Playhouse.
Ants are coming in. We have a solid ant problem. We may not help from ants getting into the window. Need help from someone who knows anything about ants? I can take care of the ant problem. And someone will have it for ant problems. If you were there, we tell you that the ants are coming in the window. The ants are also in the food, and the ants are also up in space. They're coming down, and they're much bigger, so there is no more room for us. This is the ant king and queen. Well, not the queen, but that almost came out like that. But I won't have to say that for long. So why don't you tell me who I am in the evening? Goodbye. Take care of the ants soon.
Yes, Lakehurst Lake was a once-a lake where party people once came to party. But now Lakehurst Lake has become part of a nuclear power plant cooling facility. Let's just say that the nuclear power is giving new life and energy to the plant life and wildlife in the surrounding areas. Updates on this are available by calling Lakehurst Theater, and you can hear the updates as long as you wish. The repeat button is dial number 1. If you wish to hear it all again, push 1 twice. And if you wish not to hear anything and have your phone accidentally disconnected, then you would dial 2.
Oh, to see you on the train. Oh, to see you on the train. Don't forget to bring your lunch. Don't forget to take a tape with you and take your listen to Lakehurst Theater when you're listening to the train. I mean, listen to the train while you're watching the Lakehurst Theater, or something like that. Look out the window. What do you see? The windows are all frosted up. They're all frosted up because the winds are 20 miles below zero, and you're there. You're there, frozen, staring at the ice, and your eyes are turning to ice. And they're frozen. Frozen. Hello, my name is... This was Bob Hope. Can't you remember? Can't you remember? Gotta hold the nose. He's so funny. Bob! Bob! I'm trapped in the pool. They can't get out. They buried me alive. Send for help. Send help quickly. The air is running out. I can't even tell a joke and laugh anymore. It's
to see if you're home today. Later this week, I will be commemorating D-Day, which happened a couple of years after I had died. But just be good Americans. This is Eleanor Roosevelt's husband saying, so long, and God bless. Hello? Chuck, I was just... Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm very, very sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. As you can tell, I finally slipped. Oh well.
Your golden chances now, your golden chance to make millions are past. In the days before the message, machine answered the message, and next questions to receive the message. It's the time of machines, and it's the time of machines, and it's the time that the future becomes what we want it. The machines know what they're thinking about. Instead of blood cells and arteries, they use machine gears and fiber cables. Yes, the golden age is machines, and you'll be part of it as a machine operator, operating machines on the east coast of San Diego. Then, if you get your promotion, you'll be granted asylum at many of our laboratories around the Northwest. Well, it's about time to let the machine go. But don't forget what was said here today. And by the way, it's sunny, and it's 90-something degrees. So don't think you're missing anything up here, because you've got plenty of it down there. Well, hello?
They all die in groups of threes. It's groups of threes this year. First, there was Nixon, who gave us the peace sign, and suddenly he was resting in peace. Then there was Kurt Cobain of Nirvana. He gave the peace sign. He spoke in song, sang songs of peace, and now he rests in peace, except he went to the other place. Then there was Jackie Onassis, who was the eye of the beholder, and the scope, the eye in the scope, and the scope focusing on her eye. But all things come to pass. Things are grown, and things are sown, seeds are sown in groups of threes. Hello, Mr. Bob O'Guire. This is Jim Noodleson from KFBT Radio in the Twin Cities. Hey, it's time for you to pick up the phone and say hello and you win $1 million. $1 million which has been donated by First Bank Systems and Cyberdyne Systems of Minnetonka and Minneapolis. All you have to do is pick up the phone and say hello and win your $1 million. Pick up the phone now. While we're waiting, we'll have a commercial from our fine sponsors. First Bank System wants to know that your money is safe. Don't forget to drop off your money bags in our special laundry chute area. Stop at First Banks and pick up a free checking account, only $59 a month. And now, we're waiting for Mr. Broguire to pick up the phone so we can give him his $1 million. Around $10. But until then, we'll have another commercial from, someone's making me laugh in the control room. Now, we'll have our fine sponsor, Cyberdyne, until Bob answers the phone. If Bob should answer the phone before the commercial is over, we'll interrupt and tell you. This is John Sickmore from Cyberdyne Systems. It's only a matter of time now. The computer's becoming someone's making me laugh in the control room. The computers are laughing, and I'm having trouble keeping track. So we'll be back after this from Cyberdyne. This has been Cyberdyne, keeping the message straight most of the time. Well, the time has wound down. It sounds like Bob's not going to get his $1 million. But we'll have to dial the next set of numbers we have at our keyboard. Until then, don't forget to quit stopping in at First Banks, and also check in and get the message straight at Cyberdyne Systems. Well, until radio station, which I said at the beginning, and good luck to our next caller at 377-3002.
Well, welcome to Obi-Wan's Santa Claus Christmas. Yes, Santa will be circling the globe. And you'll be there in the sled. Yes, you will remember, won't you?
30 minutes. The ghost told a very funny joke about Lakehurst, which I can't repeat right now, where our scientists will be descrambling it, and we'll be getting back to you after a while.
Nukeular Man. Hello. I'm talking to you from the illness space dog from New York City. Thank you. Help me, dog.
got stuck in the TV wire when you came down from the antenna. Insurance will not pay for your claim, Charlie. It was negligence on your part. Wild escapades on the airwaves are not to be condoned by city Republicans. Yes, the Republicans will be casting their vote for you now, downtown at the courthouse. Yeah. Okay, now I got that trim paint dry for about an hour. I can take the car into the other room and spray it with the smelly stuff. And then let it dry for a while and stick the decal on it. Really?
Grandma.
Answer, please. Seems not.
Very good. Where do you learn your English?
Huh? I will stand up out on the bridge and go insane. It's starting as your civil, but I feel mighty happy today. Of course I did. And I will be boarding a shuttlecraft to go to Vega 5. Everyone is standing up and saluting Mr. Spock today. Mr. Spock, why are you angry? It seems that Mr. Spock did not get his fair share of the water jug, which is outside engineering. And now, Mr. Scott will go back to his quarters and change his uniform, for he's been drooling all day over that picture that he put up on the wall in engineering. Why, Mr. Scott, you look mighty happy today. Could it have been that long-distance call that you got? Mr. Scott? I'm not going to tell you what I was saying. It's only a business and I'm not going to say what I was. Mr. Scott, I've got a problem. Yes, of course you do.
Yes.
And now, my voice will be falling off. So I will turn the show over to someone that is more qualified. If he ever comes around to it. Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, your donations today will bring these power giants down from the atmosphere and put them in their proper place in their cell next to the robber of the Lakehurst case. Yes, these people will be taught that when they take advantage of people on the air, that they will be taken off the air. Is that understood? You're not dead yet. But Jim, I'm gonna take a walk down to the galley and have myself a raw potato. Is that fair? What? Ronnie. In the morning.
In the morning.
A square B prime X plus Y. Cogitate 2. We're the freshman class. 2. We love you. Cogitate double dome.
I say, Armbruster, what's the formula for the isopyridine derivative of benzene?
Don't ask me. I'm busy playing with my piece of string.
Armbruster, are you making sport of me?
Oh, no, I'm making a cat cradle.
Yes, I think Armbruster has flipped his scholastic wig.
He certainly has. This is how you make a cat
cradle.
That wasn't the end either. For next day at a super secret missile base not far away.
Beryllium.
Beryllium.
What is it, Doctor? Beryllium.
Yes, but how do you make the B?
Inspector, somebody somewhere is draining off America's brain power.
But how do you make the B?
Do you think you can solve the case? You find out.
I found out that you can use a magnifying glass to give people a hot hood. It's child's play, Professor.
Oh!
Yes, the detective was now as dumb as the scientist. It seemed that the smarter the investigator, the dumber he became.
That's it, gentlemen. We must start from the opposite direction.
So, you want a vacation, eh, Badenoff?
Fearless leader.
You were expecting maybe Alan Font?
I may be able to Badenoff. What was that?
What was that?
What was that?
What was that? What was that? I think maybe I've been working too hard, Natasha. I need a vacation. Oh, no. No. Someday he'll go too far.
What was that? What was that?
Go too far.
Auf Wiedersehen.
This uncontrollable desire to have a salad made from that European bellflower. You know, rampion.
Rampion?
Yes, dear, rampion.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your
hair, that I may climb the golden stair. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
The golden stair.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Oh, you wicked child. I thought I separated you from the world, yet you deceived me just for that.
It's Tarkin's Christmas Show. I'm John Dildreth, and Tarkin's Christmas Show has begun. I remember Tarkin when you first invited him to eat at the Death Star at City 85. He agreed and ate dinner.
Enough of this.
He then choked and died.
Enough.
Just kidding. I was just kidding. He went home with some cancer, and you voted for Lincoln for president. Well, you surprised the voters. Surprise yourself. Well, it's amazing! Paintings on the wall. Paintings in the hall. The painting of Lincoln is watching you. George Washington would watch you as you walk through the gallery of presidents. They'll scan you as you walk by. Lincoln will be thinking about what he saw when he saw you. He noticed that you had $5 more than you said you had when you checked into the hotel last Wednesday. And Teddy Roosevelt is wondering what you did with that bottle of gin you magically sent to your house last Thanksgiving to calm the pain.
It was pointed at crystal, and it walked backwards in the evening. But I don't laugh like that normally. I tell you this because it's always there. Can I tell you this? I tell you that you're going to die.
So you're listening to the music and you can't even see the sun, and you're walking through the forest and you walk into a gun. Go get 'em, Clancy. Oh yeah. Good evening. There was trouble in the creek and the catfish people were there to help.
But you're stuck. Doc,
We'll help you now.
why it's the catfish people? Why, you're just fish.
You can't blame us for our size, but we're here to help.
I don't want your help. I think you're aliens.
We're trying to help you. If you don't let us help you, we'll do things to your house.
Well, that's different. Well, go ahead. What do you need to do?
Extend your right arm, 15 degrees.
What? 15 what?
The catfish people. Center of the galaxy and center of our minds. We'll be helping you when you need us most. The catfish people. Brought to you by Catfish Hunter and his friends. Orest, the bluegill remote control eating laboratory at Cybernex building. This is General Blasto, and I'm out in the rain. I've been out here for 45 minutes, and I'm waiting for the Surgeon General to arrive. I see an ant racing for cover under that fig leaf. And there's Jordy the Forge. Jordy, can we have a word? All right then, Jordy, if that's the way you feel. I can see through the rain shield. I can see visions of the yard that used to be. And I can tell you that it isn't a very pretty sight.
And now, Perry Mason's Revenge. With Perry Mason. Look, Blake, I think that it's time that we get even with Mr. Burger. Yes, Perry, I think you're right.
Oh, this is Mr. Burger! Don't hurt me! Oh!
Mr. Burger, it's time for you to face your destiny. Here, Perry, use this, alright?
No!
Welcome to Mr. Spock's funeral. He knows that you're there, and now, Mr. Spock. General Blasto, why aren't you here at my funeral? Your chair's empty, it's always empty, and you never come. Why don't you acknowledge me? What happened to your face? Well, you must have been skirted away by grave-digging pygmies. Well, I'll just lie here until you get here. I can't feel any of my bones. Maybe I died in the wrong body. Well, could happen. This is Mr. Sulu on the bridge. I've got to use the John. I'm leaving now.
This is Mr. Scott! I'm dead! I'm dead! I don't know what you can do!
Mr. Sulu. What is it, sir? You are in the photon tube. I know that, sir. Now, move the lever and don't move it too much. Aye, sir. Here we go. Ah! Mr. Sulu, you're burning. I know that, sir. Mr. Sulu, that's too much. And next, Mr. Sulu gets a suntan on our next episode. In the Star Show, with Dr. McCoy, who was doctor aboard the USS Enterprise. Dr. McCoy, I always looked up to you as the greatest doctor and my relative. Dr. McCoy?
This is Dr. McCoy! I don't want to talk to you! I got more important things to do than sit around and argue with you! Leave me alone! Get out of here! Close the door!
Oh well, maybe next time. And now, it's time to hurry up for the next episode. Here we go, dancing through the door in the hall to the next episode.